Hello friends, you have come across another daily race run-through video. This is a bit of a different addition to this because this is in fact a bunch of daily races that happened, well, a few weeks ago. I have saved this one on purpose for the week that I am on vacation. But I hope that because of the nature of this, that you will enjoy it nonetheless, even though it might be a few weeks old. So on today's edition, we were given a trifecta of dailies that at the time, well, they were not being very well received. Approval ratings for all of these were very low from what I was seeing. But just like there is a saying that you can't judge a book by its cover, I say you can't judge a daily by its picture. Okay, sometimes you can. But most of the time, I think it's best that you give it a go yourself and make your own decision. So that's what we aim to do on this particular week. We began doing some time trialing on Race B at High Speed Ring with Group 1 cars. There were setups for this combination on Group 1 cars, so that was an interesting change. But all we really did at the beginning was just drop the downforce on both the front end and the rear of the car. After trying that out, well, that made it crazy quick. The top speed for this vehicle was 240 miles an hour, but it was really difficult to handle in the corners. So we opted to raise the downforce on the front by 99, and that made it pretty comfy. Curbs were still a big no-no for this car. But once we got the hang of it, well, this was the result. I will say it handles that pretty nice. Not too much drama there. You just got to point, turn in at the right time. This corner, though, is a roll of the dice every time. Okay. Turn and pray, like Will said. No lift. This won't be bad. 56. What do you know? Top 100. Racing with others on track, however, well, that's something I wasn't brave enough to do that evening. Now, the truth is, on one stream, I rarely do all three dailies, and I really rarely do Race A. But the feel of a sliding car on a dirt track, well, that was calling to me. So, we put some time into practicing the Sardinia dirt track. After taking out some frustrations on barriers around the world by destroying this one repeatedly, ow! Great start. Yes, I did. I'm gonna die again. And attempting more destruction. So you gotta turn... Oh, no. We started to get some actual real practice in. Now, I've heard many folks that struggle mightily on the dirt. They just can't seem to get it figured out. Some of the principles of racing on asphalt can effectively be thrown out when going on the dirt, but certain things definitely stay. And in some cases, things stay in an extreme and exaggerated form. For instance, braking early, braking much earlier than you think you need to, and not only braking early, but turning way earlier than you think you need to are absolutely necessary. In fact, it's pretty much necessary to turn your car in such a way that you believe you're going to hit the inside wall or the inside fence, as the case may be. When turning, you can't think directionally. Like on a left turn, you can't be thinking directionally as like 11 o'clock. You need to be thinking turning to 10 o'clock or even 9 o'clock in some cases. Entering much wider into a corner is also normally the best approach, as it allows the driver to get on the throttle quicker, without exiting too wide and ultimately scrubbing a lot of speed that way. Staying up in the gears is also very important. For instance, on this track, first and second gear are not necessary basically at all, but exiting in third and fourth gears, you are helping the tires bite into the dirt more without so much wheel spin, and it enables you to launch out of the corners much quicker. So with a fairly decent time put up, we entered our first race and got, well, knocked around a bit. I don't know what's going to happen. And between the next two races, we ended up improving our time by quite a bit. Then the next race was quite a bit of fun. He's got the Peugeot. Oh, major collisions with barriers over there. Oh, did he crash? He crashed! Oh no! This crash by P1 would kind of happen too early though, as my pace could not keep P2 and P3 at bay. I made a mistake. That's quite a bit of time lost there. I'm trying. I gotta want to bring this home, but he's catching up now. He put up the fastest lap, just barely faster than mine. Oh no. Yeah, okay. Just gotta make it more dramatic is all, you know? Alright, he hit the wall too though, so that's good. Ooh, then he hit me. Really enjoyable battle through these turns, trading positions, but the pace required to keep up with this guy, well, it ended up forcing me to make a mistake. was still a really fun race, though. Oh, that was fun. All in all, really a lot of fun on the dirt. Highly recommend. 5 stars. After checking out some of the decal designs from Joe Collins, major shout out to you, by the way. Joe has helped us in getting our logo in an SVG format so we can put it on our cars. He also has made us a QR code. A lot of good stuff that Joe's been putting out. It was time to check out Race C. So we went straight for the Ford GT, which I've never driven at Le Mans, but it was clear from the beginning that this car, well, it was made for this track. Ford actually won the 24 hours with this car, and it performs really well, and it looks really good also. With its long gears, for example, first goes all the way to about 70, 72 miles an hour. Its long body, oh, it feels perfect for this wide track that is Le Mans. In all honesty, putting a qualifying time up for this event, this was the main drag of the whole thing. It's nearly a 4-minute lap, and it has what might be considered a rather overactive penalty system. It just takes so long. And if you get a penalty, especially towards the end of the lap, you ruin your current lap, and then it ruins the next 4 minutes of a lap. Not only that though, this configuration was without the chicanes. With Stefan from chat keeping track, he said that it was 74 seconds to go through the whole straight at over 180 miles an hour. You're all by yourself. This straight takes, what did Stefan say, 74 seconds? 74 seconds! Who's got 74 seconds? I can drink, think about my plans for tomorrow. I can do a whole bunch of stuff in this time. So the first race went poorly, although I did manage a decent enough comeback and went from last to 11th. For the next race, which is the one I want to show you, we started at 6th on the grid in a pretty stacked lobby. We would have to be close to flawless and pretty quick if we wanted to have a good finish here. Losing touch a little bit. Hopefully Sheldy can give me a little bump here. We'll catch up. It's always beneficial to have someone to work with on the straightaway here. Working together really helps you catch up, or in some cases pull away from others, just like Sheldologist does for us here. You know, honestly, we both have been having some good races together lately. Really clean and smart driver, and I just gave him a sub the week of this recording. I encourage you to do so as well and check him out on YouTube. Unlike many folks who bump you like they want to wreck you, Sheld would actually lift off the throttle just a little and gently push me along, and it made for a very pleasant experience on the long straights of Le Mans. He would unfortunately spin a little later in this race, but Sheld, good racing with you, bud, and look forward to more in the future. At the end of lap 1, the side-by-side action of those in front of us causes Andre to go wide, and we can easily take advantage of that and get by. Okay, that's one lap down. This big braking zone, the biggest in the whole circuit I believe, was the cause of most of the contact and difficulties with pens it seems. With drafting, going from 190 plus miles per hour all the way down to just above 40 is hard. Add to that the slight right-hander before the hairpin, and well, it makes these cars difficult to control. You see here what a jumble it can really be. Wow. Domino's Pizza livery. Critical importance to this race is the decision of PDX Varial to go into the pits at the end of lap 2 instead of what many people do, which is at the end of lap 3. He's going for the undercut, but will it work out? Early in lap 3, I just get a little bump, which is enough to send me deep. I was going very conservatively there into the chicane, and my fellow racers were not, but it is still early, and I'm fine, honestly, with just hanging with them for a while. We all work together on the big straightaway, a happy Ford GT trio. But Andre isn't able to handle the extra speed, and he ends up going deep into the corner. Now, El Taco Bob, if you recall, sat pole position, so now that he has some clean air, staying with him, well, that was going to be tough. We really weren't up for that challenge, so he ends up basically pulling away and never looking back. See how the others that already pitted, how they're doing. Okay, time for the rest of us to pit now, and we see if Varial's strat works. He ends up a few seconds behind us. The result is that neither of us end up having a drafting buddy. We will have a tough time keeping Variable behind us. Variable? Varial. Oku's there too. And I begin to make a couple mistakes. I end up going deep into the hairpin, and this is either by my tires not being up to temp yet, or maybe just an error on my part. I lost several tenths there from just that one mistake, and my next two turns really aren't the best either. Varial, he has his target acquired, and it is me. I'd be happy to have Varial with me, actually. I'll let him pass. Or he'll pass me no matter what, probably, is what I really should say. And we can work together a little bit. This right-hand turn, it gave me trouble all night. Now, in the final lap, it almost ruins the race. You can change the color of this light. So as we come to the end of the lap, I'm pretty satisfied with this outcome if we hold on to 5th. We are managing to stick with Varial. What I didn't realize at the time is that his tires are 1 lap older than mine, which leads him to almost losing the car completely here, and we almost crash. And then on the exit of this corner, my tires are just in much better condition. The result? Well, look for yourself. That's a good finish. Man, that's the best finish I've had in Group 3 in a long time. All in all, it was a pretty good night of racing. Was it a perfect set of dailies? No, I think each one had their flaws. But it was enjoyable, and you could have fun, and with enough practice, some pretty good results as well. And that concludes this edition of Daily Race Run Through. If you are finding that you are enjoying these recaps, please give it a like and subscribe so you can stay up to date on all the videos, live streams, and shorts that we put out on a regular basis. Later, friends.